started losing it, then losing grip. Feeling like I'm in the middle of the ocean. You either drown or canoe through it. Voices in my head till I'm used to it. Some want me to lose and some help me maneuver through it. When I talk to myself, I'm confused.
Hey guys, welcome back to Simple Media. Now this is a segment that I like to call Simple Reviews, where basically I just review a song, a mixtape, an album, or it may even be a music video, and I just give my simple opinion on whatever it is I'm reviewing. Now today's review is of Big Sean's album titled I Decided. Now this album has a total of 14 songs and features Jeremih, Eminem, 2088, The Dream, The Migos, The Flint Chosen Choir, and Starrah. Now after the first day sales, it was predicted that this album will sell around 115,000 copies. His last album did 173,000 first week, but that number 115,000 could go up or down accordingly. Based on the album artwork, you could tell that this is a darkish type / relatively slow album. Now without any further ado, let's get into the review. Track 1 is titled Intro.
God, I've been doing the same thing in the same place, working the same job for 45 years.
This track is a Gloomy Skid. I'm not too sure who the voice is, but it sounds very similar to the person that was sampled on Drake's Pound Cake.
You know, years ago they had the A&R man to tell you what to play, how to play it.
Now it could very well be the same person, but I'm not too sure. This track sets up the vibe for the entire album and it transitions smoothly into track 2. Track 2 is titled Light and it features Jeremih.
Spent my whole life trying to find a light that's at the end of the tunnel. I should've realized it was inside.
Now this is a very slow song. Sean spits some pretty sick bars. Jeremih, of course, does a great job with the vocals.
Don't let them take away what makes you whole.
There isn't really much I could say about this song, but it's pretty sick. Track 3 is titled Bounce Back.
Last night took a L, but tonight I bounce back. Wake up every morning, by the night I count stacks.
This song was pretty much the leading single for the album. I mean, I love the flows and his verses were pretty lyrical considering the type of song it was. The hook is just dope and personally his second verse was my favorite. I mean, I'd like to know what you guys think. The song switches up into a slower melodic ending, which I also liked. Track 4 is titled No Favors and it features Eminem.
Everything lined up for the taking, and what I need from him, no favors.
Big Sean is one of the very few artists that could actually get an Eminem verse nowadays. Sean was on the hook and had the first verse, spit some straight bars, he really held his own. Eminem had the second verse. I think everyone could agree when I say that he didn't disappoint at all.
Panic attacks, Brady's returning. Matter of fact, I may be deserving of a pat on the back like a Patriots jersey.
Flows were crazy, lyrics are on point. His verse was filled with controversial topics and mentioned many celebrities without giving a crap like he always does. It ends with a skit. Dope track. Track 5 is titled Jump Out the Window.
The question isn't do we lay it, the question is do you lay yourself? You get the best advice to your friends and not take it for yourself.
Decent track. This one isn't a lyrical track, but it does have some pretty dope lines. There is a backing vocal in the song. I don't believe the person was credited.
I think I'm ready to jump out the window.
But I think it was Jeremih from the sounds of the voice. Track 6 is titled Moves.
I got the moves, I got the moves, I'm making moves. You gotta move.
Love the production by 808 Mafia. Sick ass flow on the track. Honestly, Sean is pretty underrated because a song like this, which I think is pretty dope, would probably just get slept on. I also like the way he ended the song. I thought it was pretty creative. Track 7 is titled Sometime Part 1 featuring 2088.
We in tune, we in sync. God, I don't need a blink. We been here, don't need a drink. I bring my game and put you right where you need to be.
Another slow song. It's pretty short. It's around 1 minute 30 seconds. I like the song, but it's more for women. I could see some guys skipping this track. Track 8 is titled Owe Me.
Left and now you back inside my life. It's gonna take more than that to set it right though.
Another dope track. I get a Drake type vibe from this song. He's talking about what seems like an ex, I guess, that finessed him or tried to finesse him at some point. I guess she wasn't too loyal. Towards the end of the song, it slows down, the beat fades out, and then another skit plays. There are a fair number of skits in this album. Track 9 is titled Halfway Off the Balcony.
I'm hanging halfway off the balcony, overthinking cause my job is way more than a salary.
The flow in this song works very well. Yet another slow song, gloomy vibes, and with this song my favorite verse was his second as well. They use this dope effect where as he's rapping his voice gets deeper and slower.
520s, still smoking at 520 like it's 420 on the quest for more money.
I could compare this to kind of Wayne's Mr. Carter.
Give me any amount of time, don't let Miss Carter grieve at the funeral parlor, drip my tears down my sleeve. Give me any amount of time, don't let Miss Carter grieve.
Sick track. The song also ends with a skit. Track 10 is titled Voices in My Head, Stick to the Plan.
This was supposed to be the last one, last two, last flip, last you, last me, last night.
This song has a pretty dark vibe to it. The beat switches up about halfway.
No better. You know what's about to go down. I done seen this shit happen 100 times on the regular.
It sounds really dope. I guess it's kind of like two songs in one. He's torn between the voices in his head. The first half of the song is Voices in My Head, and the second part is Stick to the Plan. Towards the end of the track, it switches back to Voices in My Head, and he spits a crazy ass verse.
2000s Detroit might as well been in hell with demons. Wondering when I started losing it, then losing grip, feeling like I'm in the middle of the lotion.
I loved the concept of the song, A1. Track 11 is titled Sunday Morning Jetpack, featuring The Dream.
It's the feeling, know that I've been missing some days. This feel like I'm headed to paradise one way.
Great storytelling in this song, one of my favorite songs. If you listen to the song, it's pretty sad. The Dream, another artist that I think is pretty underrated. Great vocals. This song also ends with a skit. Track 12 is titled Inspire Me.
Mama, you know you inspire me. You deserve early retirement. You text and tell me take my vitamins.
Kanye West type vibe from this song, with the weird beat and auto-tune hook.
Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Yeah.
Yet again, his second verse was my favorite. This song slows down towards the end, again a gloomy type vibe, which seems to be the deliberate theme for this album. Track 13 is titled Sacrifices, featuring Migos.
To get ahead, man, you gotta make sacrifices. Fuck it though, that's how hungry my appetite is.
Produced by Young Metro, dope producer. This is actually my favorite song of the album. Sean has the first verse, which was sick as hell. Sean also does the hook and the bridge. The Migos came with the flows.
Left hand, got 3 rings, that's brum brum. We up one, bad bitch, she a savage. Take her to the mall and buy some.
Didn't disappoint at all. Track 14 is titled Bigger Than Me, featuring the Flint Chosen Choir and Starrah.
Like a distant cousin, brother, little sister. I see myself in the young ones. When I look in their eyes, I feel like a mirror.
An amazing song to finish off the album with. Sounds great with the choir. I don't know who Starrah is, but she killed her verse. It was a pretty short verse though. Liked her flows. I honestly have no complaints at all about this song. Just some end notes. This album is one that you have to listen from start to finish, as it's more of a story and you have to listen to each and every song to follow along. I personally haven't come across any tracks that are skippable, but as I mentioned, some of the slower tracks I could see being skipped by some people just because they may see it as simping music. Anyways guys, that was the review. I decided Big Sean album, one of the most underrated artists of this time. I hope you liked the review. If you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe. I have all my social media links in the description below. And if you're checking this out on SoundCloud, make sure you follow me. I have all my social media links on the top right corner. Make sure to check out some of my previous videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.